There's a podium, guys.
Folks, calm down.
There's a podium.
There is a podium over there for you. Can you please go to it?
Exactly. Let's go, podium, guys.
You can see not really getting close enough to George Santos, and also mentioning that there is a podium. He might step up to the microphone, but certainly getting a lot of questions. It doesn't look like he has said quite anything yet. Let's just continue to listen in to this moment here on Live Now from Fox.
So now he's talking. No.
Going backwards.
Oh my God.
You can see just the swarm of people, the mass of people there around George Santos as he potentially could step to the podium and make some remarks. I don't know how likely that is, as you can just see the amount of cameras there also on the ground from a different angle here as we have this covered from a variety of cameras there on the ground, but potentially going to the podium. I'm going to move this shot one more time back up here. It doesn't look like George Santos answering any questions as he's being led away there with some security, some police on hand, as the representative out of New York, the Republican infamous for fabricating his life story, has been indicted on charges that he duped donors, stole from his campaign, and lied to Congress. Let's just continue to listen in live, raw, and unfiltered.
Let's talk about the judiciary stealing children! Liar! Let's talk about the children being stolen by the judiciary and CPS! Liar! We don't want you here! Liar!
It's over there to the left, see?
It appears that George Santos...
Over here.
It appears that George Santos might be walking over to that podium, as we just lost that other shot. But you can see some signs there, as well as other people on the ground there, as he could potentially make remarks, as you can see now, talking to some supporters. We don't have the other shot right now, right there in front of George Santos, but from this far away angle, we're still working to get that other shot, but he certainly pled not guilty to federal charges there for wire fraud, money laundering, and theft of public funds and making false statements. Still working to get a different shot here, as they're working on the shot from far away. So let's just continue to try to listen in here on Live Now.
We talk all the time. Let's get to the podium, make some space, and then we'll...
Let's go, guys. Come on, guys. Back it up. Let's back it up, guys. Let's go.
He wants to get to the podium. So George Santos says he's going to the podium, as we can see the mass of people now heading back over to the podium. Of course, this as the indictment reckoning for a web of fraud and deceit the prosecutors say overlapped with Santos's public image as a wealthy businessman, and a fictional biography that began to unravel after he won the election last fall. You can see a lot of people there lining up, waiting for George Santos to step to this podium here, as we already have a camera right there. As you can see, George Santos walking up. He's pled not guilty. He's released on $500,000 bond, but also potentially surrendering his passports. Let's just listen in to this on Live Now from Fox.
All right, we made it here. Look at this. All right, so I know you all have questions.
Come a little closer. Come a little closer.
I know you all have questions. I know that everybody's been waiting for the moment for me to come out and talk to you guys. Look, this is the beginning of the ability for me to address and defend myself. We have an indictment. We have the information that the government wants to come after me on, and I'm going to comply. I've been complying throughout this entire process. I have no desire not to comply at this point. They've been gracious in there. Now I'm going to have to go and fight to defend myself. The reality is it's a witch hunt, because it makes no sense that in 4 months, 5 months, I'm indicted. You have Joe Biden's entire family receiving deposits from nine family members receiving money from foreign destinations into their bank accounts. It's been years of exposing. A lot of you here have reported on them, and yet no investigation is launched into them. I'm going to fight. I'm getting back to that. I'm going to fight my battle. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to fight the witch hunt. I'm going to take care of clearing my name, and I look forward to doing that. Now, hold on.
What do you say to that?
I would like the opportunity for some of you guys to ask some questions in an orderly fashion, and we'll start right here. Go ahead, Rachel.
Why would you apply for unemployment benefits when you had a job making $120,000 a year?
Rachel, this is part of my defense. This is inaccurate information, and I will get to clear my name on this. During the pandemic, it wasn't very clear. I don't understand where the government's getting their information, but I will present my facts.
Prosecutors say that you got over $20,000 in unemployment benefits, sir. How is that acceptable?
Ma'am, like I said, my employment was changed during the time. I don't understand where the government's coming from. I'll present my defense.
And one last follow-up.
No, I gave you two. Go ahead.
What evidence do you have that they don't have? Because it's extensive.
I have plenty of evidence that we will now be sharing with the government in this case to make sure that I can defend my innocence.
Are you planning on running for re-election?
Yes, I am.
And why should anybody believe you now?
Well, like I said, I will prove myself innocent, and then we'll move from there. And re-election is a very far time away from
The
that.
$750,000.
Go ahead,
I'm sorry.
Secretary, go ahead.
I'm sorry for blocking the $750,000. They said that you reported that wrongly. Do you have any comment to that?
Well, like I said, I will be giving them all. We'll be delivering all the finances of my company. I'm delivering all my finances to them to dispel their accusation against me.
And again, you will not resign.
I will not resign.
Congressman, did you take campaign donations and use that money to buy expensive suits?
No, I did not.
Do you think you'll win re-election?
That's not up for me to know. Elections are very tricky, and it's up to the people. I trust them to decide what's best for them.
Congressman, you've admitted to lying in the past. What do you think will make people believe you this time around?
Well, look, like I said, I've asked many times. I want to be judged by the work I do in the body, and I stay committed to that. Any more questions?
Are you headed to Washington now?
Yes, I am. I have to go back and vote. Tomorrow we have one of those consequential votes in this Congress, which is a border bill, and I'm very looking forward to being there to vote on it.
Right now.
Well, I'm not going to address just the Speaker. I'll address leadership. I appreciate everybody's patience with my presence in Congress. As you know, the media has its ways of doing things, and I respect you guys. I've maintained good rapport with a lot of you guys. I've spoken with a lot of you guys, and I have the intention to continuing that open door. Some of you who are from the Hill know how to find me. Some of you here from the district don't have a hard time finding me. It's about keeping in line of communication. So I appreciate leadership for being patient at this time and for allowing the process to play out. I think this is about innocent until proven guilty. This starts. I have my right to fight to prove my innocence, as the government has the right to fight to try to find me guilty in whatever charges.
Why haven't you showed any documents to prove your innocence until now? Because you're being accused for a long time.
Well, because the media is not jury or the judge, so I will present that to the jurist and to the judge in this courthouse.
And to the Congress.
Well, if Congress requests it, I will present it to them as well.
So are you volunteering for trial? You won't negotiate a plea?
I'm feeling. Look, it's hard.
Thank you.
I'm addressing one of your colleagues here. I don't want to give the back of. So, as usual, Jody, I do my best to be a positive person. Life is already as bad as it gets out there. So I'm fine.
You believe
I'm good.
you're innocent?
I believe I'm innocent. Yes,
How
I do.
can
George.
so many investigations?
Well, look, the way I look at it, I'll be a chairman of a committee in a couple of years if you just look at the standards of Congress. Look at the Senate.
George.
Is there a bill that helps states recoup COVID money, yet you're being alleged that...
Well, it's alleged, right? So are you accusing me, or are you going to allow the process to play itself and allow me to clear my name? That's my question to you.
George, Congressman,
How did you first learn about the charges against you, and also can you talk
Talk about the process of surrendering. Did they arrest you?
It was no. It was very amicable, very peaceful. These guys did a phenomenal job. We clearly came right under your noses, and you didn't see us come in today. And now we're leaving. Obviously, we're addressing you guys. Had all the intention of the world to be out here with you guys. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep fighting for what I believe in. I'm going to keep fighting to represent my district. I'm going to keep fighting to deliver results. And now I have to keep fighting to deliver, to defend my innocence. And I'm going to do that.
Governor Hochul today said you should resign and put your district out of its misery. Will you do that?
Governor Hochul is entitled to her opinion. I don't represent her. She is not my constituent. So.
I saw your face in court today, Congressman. I saw your face in court today. I saw your face. You looked. I'm going to stand.
Go ahead.
You looked pretty stressed. When I saw you sit down and the judge first started speaking, what was going through your mind? What are you feeling after being in court today?
Well, when it's your first time in experiencing something of this nature, I think everybody would show some kind of stress, right? I quite frankly don't believe I was stressed. I did the best I could to just keep my composure. I was fine. But again, this has been an experience, for a book or something like that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Here's what we'll do. I will, guys. I will. You see, that is information you'll never get because that is the media's. Your intention is to go harass them and make their life miserable. You're not getting that. All right, have a good
George, where's your husband?
You were just listening there, George Santos making those brazen remarks after these indictment on federal charges. Let's get you a different shot here on Live Now from Fox as he's getting now in the vehicle. He said he's going to head back to Washington, D.C. to vote on a potential Title 42 bill or something related to the border, but you can see him getting in the car after pleading not guilty to these federal charges. Certainly a wild press conference there saying